Alright fellas, we're going to get the show on the road here. Start the water. Start the gas. Did a pretty decent job on this death trap. It's actually a really cool transformer here. It's 11 volt, 200 amp DC. Okay, I'm also going to do this transformer that I built years ago. In a big damn hurry, obviously. Once I had a hot project, needed a couple hundred amps real quick, it looks like. This thing's a filthy, dirty mess. So we're going to steam clean it today. Not that I recommend steam cleaning with electronics. It will be dried off thoroughly before firing it back up. But because of harmonic distortion of current, it'll only crank out 70 amps without an inductor or a choke, whatever you want to call it, and maybe a big old fat capacitor. Alright, I'm going to shut her down there. Seems like... Alright guys, I got it hooked up to the hose now and... because of the way this thing sprays the steam, things dry up quickly. I mean, we're already drying, so that's good for machines. It was starting to take the old paint off of there. Definitely got all the crud out of that, and washed this thing out really good. So blast the stickers right off of this thing, which is nice. Old nasty stickers. Cleaned it up pretty good. I could have done a better job. I don't have a lot of greasy stuff left. I've cleaned everything with it. A lot of it off camera. This thing ain't really all that dirty, but let's just say we wanted to sell this. Say you're refurbishing some stuff just for the... This is oily, dirty mess again. But I think for the most part, just getting a good pump for this thing. We're right there on the edge, man. All right, I sealed a couple of leaks. Ironed out some kinks. We're gonna hit this top plate one more time and finish the job. See what it looks like after an actual application. I'm just gonna steam it off. No solvents, no chemicals, and no backsplash. Fellas, not quite all the way dry, but it definitely got all that grime out of there. Damn it, use a coaster for crying out loud. That's probably me. So I'm reluctant to spray this thing down with this steam gun. This is the other side. You can see that it's just some pretty stuck on there gunk, and this thing ripped it right up. So that's basically rust we're looking at, guys. The grease is off of this thing, and I love the way that extra torch heat just dries everything up so fast, and it just throws more heat at the work. I'm loving this thing, dude. There's one thing about this particular coil, though. I do not recommend superheated steam with this coil. I will not be using this type of coil anymore, because it dawned on me that if we get it red hot, we're going to burn that copper out of there. And red hot iron reacts with steam to produce iron oxide and hydrogen gas. So we're going with stainless steel coils exclusively. I have one that's supposed to be here tomorrow. And for the most part, Chris, you're set up, dude. I really want to give you the stainless steel coil in case you ever wanted to do superheated steam. If you don't think you'll ever want to do that, then that's really not an issue. But you could strip paint with superheated steam is the thing. Chemical-free paint stripping. So this freaking mess I got going on over here. The pump leaks like a sieve. I think what I want to do, Chris, is send this pump back, dude, and get you something better. Let me show you what I'm talking about. All right, Chris, this pump right here actually has a UL rating on it. Let me see if I can find it. Right there, you see that? Typically, if it has a UL rating and they say it's 160 PSIs, it's going to be 160 PSIs. I don't know for sure, but this is a $40 pump. Me and you need to talk about this, brother. See where we want to go. I think the pump we have is fine. It leaks like a sieve, and it doesn't give us the pressure we want. Your transformer's on the way, just to let you know. But For the most part, all I've done is hook it up to a garden hose here with this attachment that I've made. And it is able to bring that 52 degree temperature water up to steam. I had to shut down because look what happened to the bottle. It just boiled off. There's no pressure left, man. We completely iced up. Whenever you're running something this high power, you need a little extra heat on that bottle. I recommend that you never heat one of these up with something that goes over 100 degrees though, ever. Even that is really dangerous. Very dangerous. So, in conclusion, all that grime is gone. I was hoping that dovetail would clean out so you could see that it's just rust in there. The dovetail was completely cleaned up too. And yeah, you can see how nasty this side of this thing is. Chris, get with me on this video, brother, and tell me what you think, man. Your transformer should be here any day. You need to tell me what you think about this leaky pump. Do we want to go with the $40 pump? The thing would perform better. I'm telling you now. We want that 130, 160 PSIs. But we don't have to have it. The thing did okay. It does have a flame that shoots out the front about this far. Right about where the work is. Because where the steam is and all the wetness, that's really not that big of a deal. And it actually helps heat the work up. So I'm into it. I think it's an advantage. We're back down to just 3 lines now. Now I had to add this stainless steel braided hose for you because in testing something happened. I got the coil real hot, okay, and then I turned the water up. So a large slug of water was injected into this hot coil and caused it to flash boil at a rate that was beyond what this nozzle could handle. So the back pressure could have hit who knows what, 200-300 PSIs. And that superheated steam was ejected back into the line, hitting this hose and blasted a hole in it and shot a steam geyser about 4 foot long for a couple of seconds. Probably wouldn't have felt very good, and I don't want that to happen to you, brother. So we had to add another 10 bucks for this anti-burn you steam line, just in case that event were to ever accidentally happen again. If you throw too much water into a hot coil, it's going to cause a massive backflow. We need a check valve, but you know, we need a lot of things. We're not landing on the moon here. We've got to pick a goalpost and stick with it. Like, when does it end? Like, how many more things are we going to add to this? I think it works. It works great. Did you see the steam blast coming out of that thing? It's putting off the same amount of steam as a freaking $5,000 unit, it looks like. That's incredible. So, I'm going to throw together a parts list and a price list for this thing. You're not getting charged for any of this R&D, brother. I'm just showing you what we got here. And I want to get a total price for everything it's going to take to get you down the road. I finally got this thing bored out. It was, in fact, inhibiting flow. Green does mean something, and it's not very good. So I got that bored out for you. It's no longer a check valve, but with the configuration we're using on this nozzle, that's not an issue. So we're gold, dude. I'm shutting this thing down for the day. I'm going to bed. Been up all night. So we're done, dude. I'm out of here, fellas. I hope you guys like that little war. You missed so much bloodshed. So many things went wrong on me today. Everything. I even shot a whole video without hitting record.